Has anyone ever wondered what it means to be someone influential or to be someone that can motivate and drive people to do great things? I've always wondered that, and for the life of me, I can never figure it out. I can never figure out that you do everything right, you do everything that you're supposed to do, and yet still someone who does less can get a better outcome, and I never understood that. I want to open this dialogue to not only myself and to others, but to the future, particularly my daughter, because the reason I do this project is for her. I want her to just not be afraid of being who she is. I know that it's very early on for me to say such things, but I think that a big lesson that I want to teach her in part of this project is never to be afraid of being who you are. Never be afraid of doing the things you love to do, because in life, the moments that we can actually achieve those those moments of clarity and things we love to do are few and far between. Every day in my life, it's that struggle that I face, because on top of my responsibilities to just myself, I have responsibilities to other, whether it's my duty to work and to my duty to my family, and most of all to the duty of being who I am. I wish more than anything in the world that I had the time and I had the resources and the capital to do the things I love to do more and more. But it gets harder and harder as you get older because your responsibilities mount. Today I was able to go to the park with my daughter and my wife, and I had a great time. But the moments were fleeting because I had to go home, I had to take care of the house, I had to take care of, our pets, and it just kills me at times that I wish I had the resources that this would be not an issue, where I could just take weeks off and just hang out with my family. It's so crazy that you can see in media and see in social media that people are doing all these things, and you wonder to yourself, what time do they devote to their responsibilities? And it kills you to know that those people do devote their time to responsibilities. So I don't know. I guess my open dialogue that I am presenting to people is, how do they do it? What is it that I'm not seeing? What is it that I can impart to future generations that allows you to be both a social, I guess, a socially active and be able to handle your responsibility? Or maybe they're lacking that. I don't know. It's really hard to tell, because in life everybody goes through their own struggles and we don't see it, and it's a shame that social media doesn't convey the full picture. It only conveys the window they want you to see. I've never been someone who is very active in social media. Well, not until recently because of these videos, but I just don't understand it. I make these videos because I love to do it. I love to be able to show what I love to do, and I want to show it to my family, and I make those Let's Plays because I've always wanted to do it, and I love doing that too. I just don't want to end up being, 40 or 50 and wondering what I'm doing with my life, because that would be the worst tragedy of all time, to myself at least. My mom in her 40s was able to achieve her dream and go back to school and get her master's while raising myself and two older brothers, which is really amazing. And yet we celebrate these social misfits. We celebrate these people in media that cause crime or do stupid things, yet we don't celebrate those who bust their butts every day of their fucking lives because they need to do it in order to put food on the table, or need to do it because they feel some sort of responsibility to society, to life, to themselves, to help others, to impact the lives of others. I know teachers, I know doctors, I know police officers that they put their life on the line every day just so that they can be helpful to their family, and yet we don't celebrate those people. It's a shame. We actually outcast those people. What the hell? You know, you hear more about lawsuits in the medical practice field. You hear about cops being persecuted, and I never understood why. For all those stories, there are hundreds of other stories where cops and people get lives saved, yet we focus solely on just those one or two incidences that can mar society. And I feel like that's what society does to us. We can do a million great things, yet one bad thing you do can just blackball you for the rest of your life from anything. And it's so dumb because the world is not so black and white that once you do one bad thing, it's over. There are people in society who do terrible things hundreds of times, yet they're forgiven only because they're popular or they have money, not because they actually do the right thing. So, sorry about me ranting. I just really had no idea what I was going to talk about for this open dialogue in my project, but I just feel so frustrated that when I read social media or I read the news, it's always such black ichor of events. Like, we can never focus on positive. It's impossible. I feel like we're so attracted to the negativity of life that it's almost like we would never be happy unless something shitty happens to somebody or something. Yeah, anyways, I just wanted to get that off my chest because I'm very frustrated right now, but I'm never gonna give up. I just never have an avenue always to vent my feelings, and it'd be unfair for me to vent my feelings to people that have done so much for me, that I love them so much, that I just think it's really messed up to me to do that. But anyways, I don't know who's going to read this message or where this message is going to reach to, but if it reaches to anybody that is willing to look and talk to me back. I'm tired of just talking about people. I want to talk about life. I talk about life with my wife. I talk about life with probably just the only person. Everybody else, I feel like I just talk about people. I talk about just such frivolous things. I never talk about great things, you know? I just like to know about ideas and life and just stuff that happens. Anyways, if you guys did like this video, just whatever. I doubt that anybody's gonna read this, so souls out. Peace.